Farm in the hall of the Washington House, and I'm sitting on one of the 12 leather bottom chairs which were upholstered by Tom Snyder and Astrid Smith of Williamsburg Art Conservation. And today we're going to take a look at that upholstering process.
My name is Tom Snyder. I am an art conservator, and I guess I am the owner and the chief conservator of Williamsburg Art Conservation.
My name is Astrid Smith. I'm the assistant conservator here at Williamsburg Art Conservation.
We are upholstering a dozen chairs in red leather, 11 side chairs and 1 armchair, and those are going to Ferry Farm.
I'm studied traditional cabinet making in Germany. I have a journeyman in cabinet making, and then I did a second journeyman in wood turning. The school I went to fortunately had extensive art history and technology courses. I've always wanted to work with museums and antiques, and I was very fortunate that after some internship in Germany, when I moved to America with my husband, I was able to get an internship at Colin Williamsburg, and I was an intern there for 3.5 years. And afterwards, Tom hired me as an assistant conservator.
So I used to be a cabinet maker. I used to build furniture, and I was trying to copy antique furniture, and I began to study the design systems and actually how they were built, and you know, honestly, mine never looked like the antiques did, and I didn't know why. So at one point I was just reading a magazine, and there was an article by a conservator which I had never even heard of before. And I thought, wow, he gets actually paid to actually work with antiques. And so I was 20 years old at that point. I went back to school, got undergraduate in art history and a master's in art conservation, and I went in business for myself full time in 2005. So the 18th century techniques, we used horsehair, we used the muslin cloth just like they would have used. We used leather. Sometimes they use horsehair cloth. We use leather. They're all pretty much identical. You saw us putting the brass nails. They didn't do it any differently back then than we do today. What we got to do was to put on leather with a staple gun. It was so much quicker, so much nicer. What else?
Stainless steel staples. They don't rust.
Stainless steel staples, yeah, right.
They don't rust. They was the same. The punctures are just much smaller.
Yep. What we tried to do was to put the upholstery on in a workman-like style, not to be too precious about it. I don't think that it was a business back then. It's a business still today. We didn't cut corners, but we didn't put it on too preciously. I think I've been working with the foundation since about 2004 or 5, and I've known Megan for at least 5 or 6 years, and I've done a number of projects with her, and she asked me if I was interested in this project, and I said sure. It isn't often we get to do brand new upholstery, so this was a challenge, but it was enjoyable and fun and something different than we ordinarily do.
Actually, it came up yesterday in conversation with I have 2 daughters. They are now 8 and 12, and one was at a friend's house. She goes, "Mama, what's the cool thing you're working on right now again?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're rebuilding Ferry Farm. They're rebuilding the childhood home of George Washington, and I'm upholstering the chairs. And people will be able to sit in there, and there'll be field trips." And she's like, "Man, I hope I can go to a field trip there. And then I can say, my mom made that." I think it's amazing how close I get to be to so many things that have to do intimately with American history. I think it's great because these are things that people will be able to touch. It's a piece of history that you can feel, and I've always been very tactile. So I understand when I was little, I was always told, "Oh, don't only look with your eyes," because I would always like touch everything immediately. And here people can touch, so that's nice.
Tom? Well, I feel honored that we were chosen to actually do the work. It's a I wouldn't say it's kind of a legacy, but it's actually nice to know that the work that we have done will be used for many years to come, and hopefully thoroughly enjoyed. I'm pretty sure these chairs are going to not look quite as fresh as they do today, but it's an honor to participate in the whole process.